Math class, and in this live class we'll be looking at some past questions in mathematics, which are examination questions. So let's start from here. Number one, we have express is 0.0000407. Correct for two significant figures. So we want to express this correct to two significant figures. That is, here we should understand that anytime we have zeros starting here, all these zeros before any number, they are not significant. So we have 0.0000407. Now the first significant figure here starts from the first number here, that is non-zero number. So, and this zero here, after the first number that is significant, will also be significant. So, zero between numbers are significant from a number less than 1. So, here, when we come to the second significant figure here, that means the position we are coming is this place. This is first and this is second. Now, we consider this 7 after 0 here is 5 and above. So, when we have 5 and above, we round it up. So, this any number from 5, 6, 7, 8, we round up to 1 and will be added to the position we are going. So this will now be 0.00041. This is to two significant figures. So that is how to handle this. Now let's look at the second question here. Number 2. It said, if x varies inversely, if x varies inversely as y, x varies inversely as y, and y varies directly as z. Now, the question says, what is the relationship? What's the relationship between x and z? Now, this is on variation. Then when we interpret this question very well, the first one says x varies inversely as y. So it means x varies as 1 over y. And the second statement says y varies directly as z. So we now have y varies directly as z. Now, what is the relationship between x and z? Of course, the relationship between x and z will be x varies inversely as z, because here y is varies directly as z. So that is what we have there. Now, the next question here, which will be number 3. Here we have this fraction given. That is, we have to evaluate number 3 question. So evaluate three whole number 1 over 4 times 1 whole number 3 over 5 divided by 11 whole number 1 over 3 minus 5 whole number 1 over 3. Now, from what we have here, solution, when we simplify what we have here, this is mixed fraction. We can change it to improper fraction. That is 4 times 3, 12, plus 1, 13. So this gives us 13 over 4, then times, 5 times 1, 5, plus 3, that's 8. That's 8 over 5, then divided by, same thing here, 3 times 11, 33, plus 1, that's 34 over 3, then minus 3 times 5, 15, plus 1, that's 16 over 3. Now, what is up here? We can reduce this fraction because here 4 goes here 1, 4 goes here 2. And here 13 times 2 give us 26. So we can say this is 26 over 5 up here. Now divided by, here we can still bring this together as one fraction. 3 is the LCM. And of course 34 minus 16. That becomes 18 from there. So that gives us 18. So we have 18 up. Alright. Then this fraction can be written as 26 over 5 divided by 18 over 3. And don't forget that here we can turn this fraction upside down. And of course, even here 18 over 3, that can be simplified as 6. Okay, so we can as well from here directly say that what we have here will simply be 6, which is 6 over 1. Because here we can call this everything here as 18 over 3 to be 6. And when we change this fraction now, division here we turn to multiplication, and we have 26 over 5 times 1 over 6. Then when we undo this, we can simplify. Of course, 2 can go in 6, that will give us 3. 2 will go in 26, that will give us 13. And what we have up will now be 13 times 1, which is 13, then over 5 times 3, which is 15. So here we have the final answer here as 13 over 15 in this given fraction. So we handle fractions this way. That's number 3 question. Stay tuned to the end of this class to enjoy this class maximally. All right. Now let's consider the next question. So we are going to use this table to answer our next question here on modular arithmetics. So we want to use this table to solve this question. And when we look at this, this is mode, it should be mode 5. Okay, so we have the first table here, and also the second table. So let's look at what we have inside here. Here the operation is addition here. Then we have the number from 0, 1, 2, 3, then 4. Also here we have 0, 1, 2, 3, then 4. So, and what we have here, we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 0. This is 2, 3, 4, 0, 1. This is 3, 4, 0, 1, 2. This is 4, 0, 1, 2, 3. And also here as well, we have this as multiplication. So the operation here is multiplication. And here we have 1. Okay, sorry, that's 0, 1, 2, 3, then 4. And also here we have 0, 1, 2, 3, then 4. And this operation is multiplication here. So everything here we have 0. And here we have 0. This is 1. This is 2, 3, 4. And also here, this is 0. This is 2. This is 4. This will be 1 now. And this is 3 here. You are working in mode 5. So here, this is 0, 3, 1, 4, 2. This is 0. This is 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, this table is in mode 5. One is for addition and the other is for multiplication. The understanding of this is that we won't write a number up to 5. So whenever we are in mode 5, the highest we can have is 4, from 0 to 4. For instance, now when we multiply this, 0 times anything, that is 0. So 0 times 1 times 0 here, that's 0. 1 times 1, that's 1. 1 times 2, that's 2. 1 times 3, that's 3. 1 times 4, that's 4. Now, also here, 2 times 0, that's 0. 2 times 1, 2. 2 times 2, 4. We can write this because it's not up to 5. Now, 2 times 3, that's 6. It has passed the mode because that's 6. Now, divide by the mode, which is 5. That's 1 remainder 1. So, the remainder is what is written here now. Also, here we have 2 times 4. That's 8. We can write 8. 8 divided by 5. That's 1 remainder 3. The remainder is what is written here, and so on and so forth. So, when the number is more than the base, we divide by the base, or by the mode rather, and write the remainder. Same thing here for addition. Okay, now, the question here now says we should find with this table now. The first one says solve the equation, which will be question 4 now. Question 4 now says solve this equation. Solve the equation. Solve the equation n operation, that's times 4, then plus 3 equals to 0 mod 5. So what is the value of n here? So the number that when we multiply by 4 and we add 3, that will give us 0. So what is that number here in mode 4? Now, when we look at that here, when we see the first one, we can look at the number from 0, 1, 2. Now we put 0 here. 0 times 4, that's 0. 0 plus 3, that will be 3. So it's still 3 in mode 5. When we put 1, 1 times 4, that's still 4 in mode 5. Okay? And 4 plus 3 in mode 5, that's 7. And then that will be 2 mode 5. That will be 2 mode 5. Okay? All right. Now let's take 2 now. 2 times 4, that's 8. That's 8 in mode 5. That will be 3. So 3 plus 3, that's 6. And 6 in mode 5, that's 1 mode 5. Okay? I believe you are together. Also, now, let's pick 3 now. 3 times 4, that's 12. 12 in mode 5, that's 2 remainder 2. That's 2 mode 5. And 2 plus 3, that's 5. And that's 5 in mode 5 now. That will be 1 remainder 0. So the remainder here is 0, which is what we are looking for. So the number here missing here is 3, because it was 3 times what we used that give us 12. And 12 multiplication, that's 3 times 4, that's 12, that's 2. And that 2 plus 3 here, 2 plus 3 here, give us 0. That's 0 mod 5. So that is the essence of this, table here. And that's what we use it for. So the correct answer to this is n now is equals to 3. So n equals to 3 from this particular one. Now, okay, that's question 4. I think we use it for just one question. Right. Now, let's look at another interesting question here. I believe you are enjoying this class. Do well to give us your support by giving a thumbs up and also subscribing and by sharing this video. Thank you for watching and stay tuned to the end because we still have some interesting questions here so as for you to enjoy this class. Now, let's look at this particular question. So here they said the ages of Tunde and Ola and the ratio 1:2. Question 5. The ages of Tunde and Ola are in ratio 1:2. Full stop. If the ratio of Ola's age to Musa's age is 4:5. What is the ratio of Tunde's age to Musa's age? Now, this is simply about ratio, and the first one we are given is the ratio of Tunde to Ola. So we can say Tunde ratio Ola's age. This is given as 1:2. And also we are given the ratio of Ola to Musa's age. That's given as 4:5. Now, there is something we should take notes from here. And we have to find the ratio of Tunde to Musa's age. So Tunde to Musa's age is now what we are finding. So now, working from what is given from here, we'll be able to see that we'll be able to see that clearly from here. When we write it, let's try to write it in form of fraction properly. Now, when we look at it, we can say this is Tunde h over Ola. This is given as Tunde is of, that's 1/2. And also we have that of Ola over Musa, that is 4/5. And now the question says we should find out of Tunde ratio Musa now. So definitely here, on what we have here, Tunde ratio Musa now should be 2/5. From what we have here, that will be 2/5. So that is that from what we have here. Okay. So I believe we are following, and this is actually, clear. Why is it 2/5 here? Because here, today here is representing 1. That means, ideally, when we look at this, it implies that today is half of that Ola's age. So once Ola here is 4, what will happen is that Sunday here will now be 2. So for Ola to be 4 here, for the ratio of Ola to be 4, it implies that if this is changed to 4 now, equivalent fraction, Sunday's own will change it to 2. So it will now be 2/4 because Ola has been given to be 4 here. That's why the ratio of Tunde to Musa here. So if we are finding Tunde to Musa now, Tunde will now be 2/5. So that is simple explanation to that. Now let's look at the next question here, which is number 6 in this particular question. So ensure to watch this video to the end and also give your thumbs up and share. Now we are given this particular question here, that is number 6. If m is equals to the set x such that 3 is less than or equals to x less than or equals to 8, and n is also a set such that 8 less than x less than or equals to 12. Now the question now say, which of the following statements, which of the following is true? So which of the following is true? One, we have 8 is a member of m intersection n. 2, we have 8 is a member of m union n. 3, this is 1. 3, we have m intersection n is an empty set. So which of these 3 statements is correct? Which pair of these 3 statements is correct? Now let's consider what we are given. When we write it out, m here completely, the elements inside here starting from 3 and stopping at 8. That's what it means. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these are the elements of m. And the elements of n also, here 8 is not inclusive. So it starts from 9. So we have 9, 10, 11, and stopping at 5. Now, when we consider this first statement, m intersection n, when we write it out, we discover 8 is not part. What is common between M and N? In fact, nothing is common. 3 is here, 3 is not here, 4 is here, 4 is not here, 5 is here, 5 is not here, 6 is here, 6 is not here, 7 is here, 7 is not here, 8 is here, 8 is not here. So first, M iteration N is an empty set. Now, considering this other statement here, which is number 2, it means number 3 is part. Okay? So considering this one, which is M union N, M union N is a combination of the elements of both sets. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So automatically 8 is a member. So 8 is here. So therefore, we have number 2 and 3. 2 and 3 are correct. Satisfy this statement. So those two options will be correct. Now, you are watching us live as Master Tima class. Please give your thumbs up and also share this video. Thank you for watching. We upload video here daily in mathematics, so which you find so interesting. So do it to be part of this channel, and also you can join our community by joining any of our membership package. And thank you. Now let's look at the next question here, which is number 7. For this particular question, number 7, we have given that a equals to log 7 and b equals to log 2. Now, the question says express log 35 in terms of a and b. Now, from what is given here, we have already log 7 to be a, log 2 to be b. And what is now log 35 in form of a and b? Now, we can break 35 here, can be separated as 5 times 7, or another way of separating this. We can separate 35 here as, okay, yes, let's say this is 7 times 5. And what happened here? We have log 7 times 5 instead of log 35 now. Then, applying the law of logarithm on what we have. But one thing we should discover here before we apply that, okay, is that 5 is not part of what is given. 5 is not part of what is given. So, but we should understand that we can write 5 as 10 over 2. Okay? That is, now I can say this is log 7 times 10 over 2 here. That is, in another way, I've already said this is 7 times 10, which is 70 over 2, which will give me 35. Now, we can break this down now, applying the law of logarithm. There is a law for multiplication. When we have log A, we have log A times B. This same thing as log A plus log B. And also when we have log A over B, this same thing as log A minus log B. So the two here is combined in what we have now. So normally, this we have here cannot be log 7 plus log 10 divided by log 2. Sorry, there's no division there. The application of what we have, when we have division, it is minus. So this now can now be separated as minus log 2. Okay, so that is how it works. Then log 7 now has been given to be a, then plus. Anytime we have log 10 is same thing as 1. So this is 1, then minus. Here we have log 2 here, that's b. So when we write this, we can say this is a minus b plus 1. So this is the expression for what is given in terms of a and b. So don't forget to give your thumbs up and share this video as well. And also subscribe. Stay tuned to the end of this class in order to enjoy this class maximally. Okay. Now let's look at another question here, which is number 8. In this question, we have number 8, and from here we are given so number 8 question, we have if x is equals to 2 over 3 and y is equals to minus 6, then evaluate x times y minus y over x. So it's just a substitution here. So when we substitute into what we have, this is x and this is y. So x times y here will be x, which is 2 over 3, times y, which is minus 6, then minus y, that's minus 6. Be careful of the sign here. Minus is here, then y is still carrying minus. That's minus 6, then divided by x, which is 2 over 3. Now something is here. Here we can say 3 here 1, 3 here 2. That's minus 2. 2 times minus 2, that's minus 4. Then here, minus times minus, of course, will be plus. Here, this fraction now, you be careful when handling this fraction. Of course, everything will give us how. Let's say we have 6 divided by 2 over 3. Assuming this minus has multiplied and turned to plus, and this is 6 division. This division is now can be written this way. Then which means we can say this is 6 times 3 go up 2 come down now. That is 2 here, 1, 2 here, 3. 3 times 3, that's 9. So that's why it is 9. And this same thing as 9 minus 4, which is simply 5. So that is that. So it's just substituting into the given expression. So substitution. Now, number 9. Stay tuned and to enjoy this class. So let's solve the number 9 here. We have this equation in number 9, and we have to solve the equation. Solve the equation 1 over 5x plus 1 over x equals to 3. Now, whenever we are solving equations that involve fractions, we can find the LCM and use it to multiply through. And LCM here will be 5x. Now, multiply this equation through by 5x. That means we have 5x times 1 over 5x, then plus 5x times 1 over x, then equals to 5x times 3 here. 5x we cancel 5x here, we have 1 left, then plus here x we cancel x here, we have 5 times 1, which is 5, then equals to 5x times 3, that gives us 15x. And 1 plus 5 here, this is 6, equals to 15x. Now we can divide both sides by 15 to get x. And 15 cancel each other here. We have x now equals to 6 over 15. And to the lowest fraction, x here is now equals to 3 goes here, 2. 3 goes here, 5. That's 2 over 5. So that is the solution to that. All right. So that's number 9 question from there. That's number 9. So you are watching us live. Thank you for the reaction, for the likes, for the share, and for the subscription. And this is Master T Math Class. So now number 10. Yeah. From here, let's solve number 10 question here. We are given this equation, that's inequality, and we have to solve minus 1 over 4 less than 3 over 4 into bracket 3x minus 2, then less than 1 over 2. So solving this equation here is an inequality. The same way we handle equation involving fraction, the LCM here on both sides is 4. So we can clear this and multiply through by 4. That is, we have 4 times minus 1 over 4 less than 4 times 3 over 4 into bracket 3x minus 2, then less than, here we have 2 inequality, less than also 4 times, so as to clear the fraction. Here, these 4 cancel each other, we have minus 1 less than, also this cancel each other, 3, then to bracket 3x minus 2, then less than, here 2 goes here 1, 2 goes here 2, 2 times 1, that's 2. Then from here, we have minus 1 less than 3, open this bracket, that gives us 9x minus 6, then less than 2. Then the goal is to solve this and get the range of the value. Now we compare these two. The first two here, that's minus 1 less than 9x minus 6, and also the last two, which is 9x minus 6 less than 2. That's how to handle this. And here we can bring minus 6 here, become plus. That's minus 6 minus 1 plus 6 now less than 9x. Minus 1 plus 6, that's 5 less than 9x. Divide both sides by 9. So that here 9 cancel each other, and 5 over 9 is now less than x. Same thing here, we solve this. You can take minus 6 here. We now have 9x less than 2 plus 6. When minus comes, they become plus. So we have 9x less than 8. Now divide both sides by 9 as well. 9 cancel each other here. So we have x less than 8 over 9. And when we match these two together now, so it implies we can write this as 5 over 9 less than x, which is less than 8 over 9. So here, that is the range of that value of x. So thank you for watching us so far. We appreciate you for joining, and do it to subscribe and give a thumbs up. And by the time we meet next class, we'll be solving some other interesting questions in mathematics. And thank you. See you next class and bye for now.